So, is the point of the game shooting the heart somehow?
I don't know. I thought Mike had a...
No, he doesn't tell me.
Like
Yeah, well, it's Valentine's Day, and there's a heart.
Oh, okay.
And I'm assuming that there'll be some type of projectile that will...
Like
flash,
a Cupid's arrow?
Like that. That would be my guess.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I can see that.
I added this third camera because we have to have opening footage.
Yeah, you always need opening footage.
That's right. Today we've got a myriad of beverages. I use the word myriad. Yes.
You can also, these are for your sniffing pleasure. I don't know. Some people like to drink alcohol, other people like to sniff dry erase markers. But Chad is one of those hosts that really just makes everything available to you. So thank you, Chad.
Yeah, I do try.
You're amazing, man.
Well, thank you so much for that.
I just
So,
want to look at this ice cube one more time.
Mike has a thing, and
Wow, that's amazing.
we're just waiting for him. So,
And he won't hurry.
Should we sing like the waiting song? Is there like a...
we're saying, we're waiting for Mike. We're waiting for Michael.
Yeah.
He's not here yet.
When will he arrive?
Go, Josh, go. Take it.
You're setting me up for failure, right?
We're setting him up for failure. Go.
And failure!
Failing miserably right now, Josh. He's failing. Look at him fail. Watch him as he fails.
More.
And that's probably done.
Yeah. See, here's our camera setup today, just so you're aware.
There's stuff
Some
there.
mic
There's
setups.
blue and hearts. Aplenty.
So Valentine's Day is one of those holidays that's either people really like it or they hate it, or it depends upon whether or not they're in a relationship. What about you guys? Is there a constant feeling about Valentine's Day for you guys, or is it more of a thing, like depending on your relationship?
I'm usually lonely on it.
Oh well, there you go. Hey, there's Andrea. Say hi, Andrea. She's gonna squeeze in there on a. That's the most action that exercise machine sees all week. Actually, is that right there? So.
Well, it needs some purpose.
There's like a cat. She's just sitting on it all. We're gonna look over and she's gonna be like grooming her hair.
And Mike, are you done? Are you ready yet?
I'm ready.
Oh God!
Bring it. 3, 2, 1.
What's happening?
Happy fucking Valentine's
What?
Oh!
Let's get a 360, pal. Let's look at this. Oh, look. Oh.
Da-doom, da-doom.
That didn't work. I gotta pump it.
Ah!
Welcome to the Distracted Gaming Podcast!
Special Valentine's Day episode.
Look at this sack I'm waving right here.
No, don't.
Oh god, this is falling off. This is falling off. This is gonna be a
Let's
constant
take bets
state
on
of
when
me.
it's gonna fall. Let's take bets on when it's gonna go.
Somebody grab the duct tape. Let's
Are
make a
you
bet
like
right quick.
commando under there then? Is that what's happening here?
If it falls off, we'll find out.
Yeah!
Minute
$5, 5 minutes.
Minute 26. Minute 26.
Okay.
After the
Five
podcast, just gonna be
minutes,
blurred
5
from the
minutes.
waist down.
This is a special Valentine's Day edition of the podcast. Find those darts again. Fucking shot.
There's some right here.
What we're playing this week is basically it's a lot like the Thanksgiving Day special where we shot that turkey. What was his name? Edgar?
Ted,
Yes, I remember.
something.
But we're gonna instead shoot that heart right there. And if you shoot it and it only counts if it sticks, if the dart sticks, because these are the suction cuppy darts, and we did test, they do work.
Yeah.
If you hit and it sticks, you get 1 point. That's it. 1 point. And whoever wins at the end wins the ability to take my diaper off for me.
Oh!
Drops gun and walks away.
No one wants to see
Well, this is nothing new.
This is not working even a little bit. Okay.
I don't know. It seems like it's working real well.
No, it's falling apart. You're not wearing it. It's falling apart. Yep. Oh God!
You
Where's
made your
costuming
bed.
on this? All right, so let's get started
Chad's
with.
there to save the day. Chad's
Okay, here I got it. Stand like this. This is
Just right there.
this is perhaps the most I don't know
off your
humiliating
shirt.
job I've ever had.
Take off your shirt.
No, my wings are on my shirt. Do you see my wings?
I'm
Turn
down.
around so
I'm
that
good.
people can see them. Look at them flying.
Oh God.
That is.
You know what? I'll just walk around like this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Are you
The
gonna?
chunks falling out. Everything.
Oh.
This isn't working.
This is everywhere.
This is awesome. Where's my phone?
Is
This
it?
isn't
Here,
working.
go come over here so the camera can get.
All right, I did the bit. I gotta go put my pants back on. You guys, can you
Okay, here I'll get to do.
You guys start
Well,
the
just-
game, okay? While I'm gone.
We'll just vamp until he returns.
No. Here's the topic we're going to talk about while you're gone. I put up 4 trailers to talk about.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch them?
Some of them.
I watched
Did you
it.
just watch the last
I
one
might have
over and
just
over and
watched
over again? I feel like that's what you did. No, we're just gonna Jurassic Park, new one, go.
Yeah. Oh, Jurassic Park.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Dinosaurs.
That's-
All right.
Okay. So,
So Jurassic Park. What's it called? Something World.
Jurassic World.
Okay.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Forever.
I'm still kind of curious if another installment in that particular franchise was necessary. I'm assuming that this is some kind of parallel universe because they actually opened the park in this one. Because in all the other ones, they made sure that the parks were like destroyed and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I thought-
they were open briefly.
Yeah, they were
In
like they did
the
like
first
test
one.
runs, like kind of, wasn't it? Like
That was like a premiere, like
Yeah.
a soft open.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. So this is big open.
Yeah.
That one guy from that Galaxy movie.
Chris
in it.
Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's abs! Chris Pratt's abs! Chris Pratt's abs!
I was just starting to get into that. Get me moving. See, he has pants on now. Which is
Yeah, I put on pants.
everybody's.
It's not a parallel universe. It's 20 years. It's the exact time after the last movie. No, it's 20 years. They're saying 20 years, 22 years after the last movie in their world time. And they perfected it somehow and they actually opened one. And it's been open for like 10 years or something like that. It's been open long enough that it's kind of become old hat.
I see.
It's been open long enough that it's been kind of boring now. Yes. Yeah, Blackfish. That giant crocodile I've seen in it, that's Blackfish.
I ask if it's really necessary. I guess the idea of like an uber smart dinosaur crossed with, I'm assuming human DNA, because what else would you cross it with? Because that's the cool part. And it gets loose and it kills people. Right? That's basically
Well, the particularly cool part about me is the Chris Pratt playing like a Velociraptor trainer, like a seal trainer or some bullshit like that. But he like trains him to sit, stay, murder giant dinosaurs. Like that's the part I'm looking forward
There you
to
go.
because that's the role he plays in it. He's like, oh god, I'm all wrapped up in shit. That probably sounds awesome.
you're all good.
The
You ever see Deep Blue Sea?
the deepest, bluest. My head is like a shark's fin.
I saw it.
I mean, because they had that guy who was training the sharks ended up being the Punisher in some crappy movie, right?
Yeah.
But wasn't he like there to like do stuff with sharks and like kind of the same thing, like be like a hardcore?
No, he was like a shark hunter.
He was
I
a
think.
hunter. Okay. So Chris Pratt is not a hunter; he's a trainer.
He's
like,
a trainer.
He's like a lion tamer,
Yes.
except with velociraptors.
Yeah,
they're
well,
smart enough to like do tricks.
Well, that's why I
and
went to
shit.
the seal thing. Like, the only thing I could think of was, like, the current days, like, trained seals that, like, wave their hands.
Well, it's like in training killer whales.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, so
yeah.
work.
Because
That was much smaller, equally as lethal.
So what are your treats, like a whole life tiger? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
Yeah,
Do
did well.
you?
Nah, let's be fair, it's
Cue the
pigs.
forklift.
Because pigs suck as animals.
Yeah, well.
That's
Wow.
not big.
I worked on a hog farm. They're awful.
So you
awful
probably
animals.
know they're terrible creatures.
They're terrible creatures.
Do you think though that you might have seen them like in their worst possible light? You know what I mean? Like if aliens came to, Germany during World War II and were like, "Oh, human beings suck."
Right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Let's feed them the dinosaurs. Holy shit.
Fair enough.
I don't.
I wouldn't blame the aliens for hating them that much.
Right.
We do suck.
That's
They're not wrong.
On our best days, it's maybe not like that, but sure, put us in a hog farm. Like the worst comes out. I get it.
Catch us on a normal day. We're dicks.
I'm gonna say, probably come down now. They probably say the same thing.
They're awful.
They're probably more like, oh God, they're so stupid.
Can we comment on his hipster
I know, right?
t-shirt, by the way?
It's like hardcore hipster with the thing.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill motherfucker
So,
Murray.
does the trailer make you want to watch the movie? This ultimate question of any trailer.
I will probably see it. Yes.
No, but does the trailer make you want to watch the movie? Not because it's a Jurassic Park movie, but does the trailer make you want to watch the
Chris
movie?
Pratt being in it raises the stakes for me because I really like Guardians of the Galaxy, and so I feel like, but it could be a trick. It's like when Walter White was in Godzilla.
Yeah.
That was a fucking trick.
Wait, he was
You
in that
tricked
movie?
us. Yeah, for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a movie.
I was gonna say, Godzilla was actually in that movie.
And that movie was like a total.
Less than Walter White was. Walter White's Super Bowl
Fake out.
commercial was good, by the way.
Yeah,
There was 3 good Super Bowl commercials this year.
I like the Walter White one.
I like the Fiat Viagra one.
So many people like that, and I was like, no.
Of the
that
ones
was
we had
boring.
selection of, it was top of the class.
I didn't watch a single
didn't do
damn one,
anything
and I
for
did
me.
not miss it.
You
Not a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't miss it. I didn't miss it,
The
people.
Katy Perry halftime show was great, though.
I did like the
It's
Katy
great.
Perry halftime
Yeah.
show.
Everybody's talking about the left shark. I'm singing, dancing beach balls myself. I'm in team singing, dancing beach balls.
I love that Left Shark suddenly became a meme. Then they were like, we're going to make a figurine. And then it was totally sued. And then everyone was like, oh, we can't do that. And now it's done. Left Shark's over.
1 week.
Boom.
And I didn't have to
But
deal
what
with
a
the
week
moment
it
of
was.
It was so great.
Getting to and from the Super Bowl was more exciting than the Super Bowl.
What?
Driving in that weather was more exciting.
Oh, right, yeah, because we drove across town to go to a Super Bowl party. We weren't even going to go, but our friend Dana, everybody canceled on the party, and she had made food for 8 people. So we're like, shit, we should go. We were the last ones off the boat, and we're like, okay, we have to go now.
Wow.
We made it the road trip there.
And our tiny ass 600-pound car.
Because it just goes right
Yeah,
up
I
on
was just
top of
going to
the
say,
snow.
riding the snow.
Exactly.
Just
Beautiful.
put skis on the part of it.
You could.
You made.
The Legolas of snow travel.
Why? We should put that on the back of
Okay, who
that.
wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
Okay, Josh does.
Josh,
All right.
come here.
All right.
You get your spinner. Oh, your. Oh,
What?
okay.
Is this,
One.
Yeah.
You guys spin.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
eyes are closed.
I don't know.
Two.
What's up.
Fine.
And then we reverse. We go the other way.
What do I do?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, go. Shoot. No
God,
points
you
for
really
Josh.
shot.
You can take a half second to aim your shot.
Someone said,
Oh, you just can't spin around or something.
Actually, I couldn't get it to work because the screw was really small. But there's batteries in this. I was not going to tell anybody. There's a laser. I was going to stop and but couldn't get in, so the joke's ruined. So.
Terminator shit right
good thing you
there.
told it anyway, though, because
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like it happened.
It's if you can't do the joke,
Just
just
tell
explain the joke.
what it
That
would've
makes
been.
it so funny.
I like that better.
All right.
Do you?
It is Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
so
we have chocolates.
whomever is able to get a dart to stick gets a point, gets a piece of chocolate.
Of the Russell Stover reach in, guess if it's good or not.
Yes, exactly. There's 3 pieces that are actually tasty.
That one actually has a baby.
What about
finger
this
in
one
it.
right here?
That looks good.
That looks good.
If you
this
lick
one
it,
right
lick it
here.
so
Just
no one
keep
else can have it.
touching it. Why don't you?
Too late. I already did.
All right. Next trailer, Terminator Genesis. The Terminator Genesis official trailers come out about 2.5 minutes. I think it looked good. I was excited for it.
I'll be back.
Old Terminator.
Right out of the helicopter.
Yeah, jumping out of the
That's
helicopter.
pretty good.
Young Terminator looks bad. Looks super CG, by the way. I don't know if it's just early trailer modeling.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Because if you go back and watch like the early trailers of Guardians of the Galaxy, they don't look anything like the finished product. And that's just the way you do with like heavy CG movies. It's just early trailers. They just don't look the same as they would. I hope it's not done. I hope the texture mapping and stuff isn't finished because it looked super House of Wax, like the Young Terminator. And none of the old Terminators ever looked like that because there was actual actors in them.
Yes, that's true.
What'd you all think?
Except for the puppeting part of the Terminator.
Yes. I kind of wonder about, like, so are they bringing Arnold back to kind of, like bring the series
kind of like in 2?
Yeah.
Or you mean, or they bring it to a close?
No, like bring it back to.
Do you guys know the summary plot of the movie yet? Have you heard it? Okay, here's the summary plot of the movie. It's originally, and this is all they leaked originally, it was supposed to be, based on what people originally heard, it sounded like a reboot of the first one, and it kind of is. Their first one, whatever, John Carter's, or whatever his name, Connor's dad, that goes back, that guy's in the movie.
Michael Biehn.
Yeah, it's not Michael Biehn anymore. It's Tom Hardy.
Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese. Okay, Kyle Reese goes back in time, but at this point they fucked with time so much. Terminator's already been there for a really long time.
It's like the
and Sarah Connor's
like
already trained.
It's like the TV show where you're just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I like Summer Glau. I'll just keep watching it.
Right.
I didn't even get that far. I like Summer Glau, but there was no amount of pretty that could have.
I like Summer Glau.
I like Summer Glau.
I like Summer Glau.
Chad's gonna take.
He likes Summer Glau.
Chad's gonna take a hard, creepy stance on this issue. No, get out of here.
Unfortunately, Summer Glau is not in the new movie, and if she was, I would see it. As it stands, when it comes to
Khaleesi's in
Netflix,
it.
I will watch it.
Khaleesi's in it
Oh, well, Khaleesi. Jesus.
from Game of Thrones.
I
whatever her real
know.
name
Whatever.
is.
I don't.
Anybody watch Game of Thrones? I don't fucking care.
It doesn't matter.
Just keep fucking with the cord, and it's gonna sound like garbage. Okay, so I guess we're all in sort of agreement that it wasn't the best. How about the Daredevil show for Netflix? They released their trailer. You didn't like the trailer.
That actually looks more appealing
like
to
it.
me than that it. I guess maybe that it's on Netflix because I'm hoping that it'll be kind of more hardcore, Marvel-y, deathy.
It looks
Like less
super dark.
Gotham-y
Yeah.
as a TV show. I'm a cartoon
And
with
they don't have
Jada
to-
Pinkett Smith wearing
Yeah,
crazy
exactly.
hair.
That's part of the wonder of the online original TV that everyone's doing right now. There is no ratings board you have to
Yes, it's
subscribe
amazing.
to. You can just do it at kind of whatever. you
Hemlock
want.
Grove is
Just
like,
do a kids show and drop the F-bomb right at the end.
And hey, man, buyer beware.
Netflix. We're on Netflix. Play with your kids. Fuck your mom. What? I didn't see that one coming.
Car goes
But
off the road,
Daredevil's never been a real. It's not the
right?
coolest guy on the block.
I think the whole series is going to be cool though, because it's
And can
not
you be
just
honest,
that.
like Ben Affleck, no offense, because I really like Ben Affleck, but kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
That movie was just like,
it kind of did.
like I
It
still
kinda
have a bad
totally did.
taste
Yep.
from that, or like a sour stomach from Daredevil the
totally
movie.
did.
And I think a lot of people are probably going in like thinking that too because they haven't really read the comics, so they only have Ben Affleck as a reference.
That's
and people
probably
should
true.
not take that as going in not
Tell
watching
him,
the series.
tell him.
Do not take Ben Affleck's
Yeah, yeah.
Daredevil as.
Give them some
Yeah.
suggestions, like some reference material. Like what should
And
you
just,
do?
you can go out there and like read most Daredevil stuff, and you'd be more excited.
That's all you have to say. Tell them they probably don't even know that.
Just read the comics.
Read the fucking comic.
Doesn't matter which one. Just pick one up.
I'm more excited for it as the first chapter in the Defenders series that they're doing, because they're doing all 4 of those shows, and then the culmination show later at the end. Because it's going to be Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, and they're all getting their own show, and then they're coming together as like an Avengers It's called the Defenders show.
Right.
And I'm more excited as chapter 1 of a prolonged story.
I got you.
Doesn't that just kind of tell you, though, that Netflix just has so much money that they're just like, I don't know, you know what would be awesome? Like childhood dream?
Yeah, right.
Money?
It's like,
Yay!
Based on that, I feel like I should dive into my next news article, actually. But let's do the last trailer. Let's do the last trailer right quick.
okay, last trailer right quick.
Magic Mike XXL, baby! Come on! Yeah!
Because Chad likes it so much.
How many times did you watch that trailer?
Once. Please.
I actually told the girls at the bar last night that I tried out to be in Chippendales. They didn't believe me, but I swear it up and down. They just said I didn't have the look. I didn't have the look, I guess.
Well, that's because they assumed you were Ellen DeGeneres for the first 5 minutes you were there.
And everyone has like their own thing.
That's true. If there was like a hipster Chippendales right here.
There you go.
If there was like an anorexic, no muscle mass.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, and girls would be like, oh, I just want to take him home like a kitten.
You and Bieber would be on that. It'd be great.
I work on the hip thrust like all the time.
yeah,
Just work on the hip
yeah.
That move right there, that's the gold winner.
right there.
Frankly,
Ladies.
A little more. I don't know.
I put it in here as a joke, but frankly, it was a good trailer. It was. It's like they get in a dance battle with the Green Bay Packers. Like, it looks like a fun fucking movie.
Are you sure that wasn't Pitch Perfect?
No, that's Pitch Perfect. Sorry, that's Pitch Perfect.
Did anybody see Magic Mike?
Yeah, I saw it. I watched it.
I didn't.
I
I kind of assumed that it ended all like awful and hardcore, like with people doing like ODing and dying and shit. Am I wrong?
Kind of, there was like a whole bunch of everyone just kind of fell apart. Here's the weird thing about the original Magic Mike is it was shot way more kind of like a gritty documentary. I'm not kidding.
Really?
It really was.
Wow, okay.
It wasn't like the shiny like app. I mean, obviously there were the dance montages like on the stage, and yeah, those were over the top and ridiculous. And it was just like shit. But everything outside of that was like real.
I was like, this lifestyle
Steven
is super
Soderbergh.
awful.
Yeah, it really was like that.
This is bad for
I
you.
just remember being like, wow, this is no like Take It to the Streets or Dance Off 11. You know what I mean?
Actually, that makes
It was, like,
that makes
sincere.
perfect sense to me. Because if you're gunning for a very specific audience with the Magic Mike series, correct?
I would think
And
so.
if all of a sudden they're all damaged and hurt
So, like,
in the movie,
gay. Are you saying it's like catnip for gay men? I don't understand.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Sure. I like the nipples on top of the heart, by the way, Josh. I just noticed that.
Yeah, told you, boobies was gonna make it in that.
Nice.
I doubted you, and you did it.
Don't ever doubt.
All right, 6-pack or 8-pack?
No, one. One.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold
Everybody,
on.
come
Yeah, let's check
One
it out.
pack, yo.
Yeah, like-
one pack.
Wow, that's like
There's
There we go. Puff it out.
One pack. Yeah.
Wow. That's, no.
Who needs to go? Who hasn't gone?
I haven't
It's Chad's turn.
Okay, Chad, go.
All right.
I'm gonna-
Switch.
I'm gonna go the other
Switch.
Spin! Spin! Next news topic. Netflix just took out $1.5 billion in senior note loans. Go.
Didn't stick.
Damn it. No one's going to get eat chocolate.
For the purposes of general corporate, which include content acquisitions and investments. It's implied that they're going to start to do even more.
How much? Wow.
That $1.5 billion loan.
How much money do they already have, though? I was under the impression they had a ton of money.
They've been in debt since they started.
Kind of like Amazon.
Yeah,
Just constantly rolling through that.
Yeah.
Keep
And
getting
getting
more
enough,
debt.
getting more.
At the beginning of the first quarter, they had an investors meeting, right? And there was a quote actually saying, "Long-term debt has worked for us thus far, and we will continue to use that strategy."
That sounds like an American thinking style.
These notes, by the way, half don't have to be paid off till 2022, and the other half don't have to be paid off for 3 years after that. So it's just free $1.5 billion that they were
So
taking.
House of Cards 2?
House of Cardiers.
3.
Uno.
This better actually have cards in this one. I'll be mad. False advertising.
I thought it was the sequel to The Gambler.
Turquoise is the new orange.
Pink is the new black. Josie and the Pussycats go to jail.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Even more lesbian sex than that, if you could possibly fit that in.
Why not?
Last year, it seems like it's working though.
Oh man, sorry. It just went off. It just went off, people.
Last December, not 2014, but 2013 December, S&P quoted Netflix's worth, meaning everything they had under their control, the television shows, the movies, at $7.2 billion. In 1 year, December, just this past December, 2014, they quoted them at $9.3 billion. So in 1 year, they went up over $1 billion in worth. So...
But is it inflated worth or real worth? I guess
there's no way to fucking know.
And that's what worth is all about. I mean, it's just people gave them value. Okay?
Yeah.
It means, there's no gold to back it up. It's just what people think about shit. So
Actually worth 1 penny. What negative?
that's all they're worth.
After the release, it was made public that they had borrowed this much money. Their stocks did dip. Not anywhere near as much as you would expect. They went from like a B+ company to a B- company. And
right from the bottle, Dorothy, go. Just
do it. Just fucking
Show
do
up
it.
at my in-laws, just trash.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Chuck, freshman. Okay.
Pass it around.
But there is reason for them to go back up because they are going to come out in Australia and New Zealand within the next 2 months, potentially big markets. And they're planning to going from 50 countries, which they are currently at, within the next 2 years, they're going to be in 200 countries.
Wow.
It's incredible growth in 2 years. And I don't know what fucking 150 countries those are, but I'm American and I don't know geography. But
More of the American thinking style.
pour this one out for my dead homies. Yeah. Do you think that... Would you be happy as an investor in Netflix currently?
Well, they just offered Adam Sandler this huge deal. Why not? If Adam Sandler can get on it, everyone else can.
Oh my
too.
God, this is delicious.
Delicious.
I wouldn't really look at it necessarily as a big moneymaker, but I'd look at it as a prestige thing to have. Like, what? I'm a Netflix investor.
And it's in no real danger of folding.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
really.
I would.
mean, it's
I assume
No,
it
it's not
doesn't
going
have any
anywhere.
brick and mortar anything.
right. Exactly. I mean, this
And
is
so it's just
all-
everything it's buying is all
They have to have
product.
Big overhead.
The only thing that I
other
think
than
that
servers.
Netflix would worry about right now is absolutely everybody else is getting into the online television game.
And they're going to have to pay more and more and more for the content that they want,
Yep.
or they're obviously going to be making it, which is so smart of
Exactly.
them to continue to do that.
And obviously, based on this trend, if they continue to take out loans such as this and continue spending such as this, they're going to have a price hike at some point too. Another one.
We're locked in like a year and a half to go.
Dude,
I
to
know,
be
it's
fair,
still
is
so sweet.
Cheap
Like,
as shit right now
I know.
for what.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially since like some of those movies, they may not be the best movies, but some of those movies come out within like a couple months
Yeah.
of theater.
You
I
don't
was gonna say,
go
they already have the interview on there.
Yeah.
That was like a different.
I mean, it was a different thing, but they already have the
I had a
interview on
lot
there.
of friends who bought the interview just to like, we bought the interview when it
Yeah.
came out. And then as soon as it hit Netflix, like a month later, I'm like, oh, good investment. To be fair though, do you know anybody under the age of like 70 who doesn't have Netflix right now?
Does your parents?
Yeah, they will watch Netflix all the time.
I can't think of a single person.
I can't think of anybody.
I don't think that person.
Under the age of 70, no.
Yeah, well, but then you're
I know,
talking
right,
about they
I'm
get rid of the
thinking
internet
about,
too,
like,
so
my
what the fuck's
dad.
he gonna do?
But who knows who actually has? Like, because most people like whatever trial know the friends or they use their friend's account.
Oh,
Because I
that's
think
true.
3 friends are using my account. So.
Better beat that part out.
All right, you ready? I'm going. Here we go.
Spin, 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 spin them the other way, spin them the other way, spin, 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 stop!
Now,
Shoot!
Nobody's gonna score! Damn it.
It's too much power.
Almost ripped my wings off.
yeah, almost did.
You forgot your alcohol.
Huh?
Too much.
He's not even drinking, and he's just crazy.
I'm not even drinking yet. Okay, next. Oh, God. Who went first?
I did.
Okay. Josh will go next. Next news topic. Ryan Reynolds, everybody's favorite.
Yay,
We're gonna talk
Ryan
about
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
I like Ryan Reynolds. He's so
If you don't like Ryan Reynolds, first off, you can fucking die.
He's Canadian, so you can't say get out of my country.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say get out of my country, but he doesn't live here.
He may be Canadian, but he's America's sweetheart.
Because America's Sweetheart is like awful.
The movie is pretty bad.
He's coming out with 6 movie releases this year.
Lay them out. What are they?
The Captive, which is already out on video on demand and DVD and shit like that. The Voices, which is coming out at the beginning of this month.
I really want to
That
see
looks
that.
really
That was awesome.
It looks really good. The Voices, in summary, is he plays a quiet person who hears voices. His cat and his dog talk. He actually plays both of the voices as well.
Yeah. And they're talking him into killing his girlfriend.
No, the dog is benevolent and says, don't do stuff, and the cat says, fucking kill everything, which is how
makes
you
sense.
should
Yeah.
do.
Makes sense.
That's
Oh my
not
God, I
true. The
think my
cats
wings
aren't
are
like
falling
that.
off.
That's how I do
I think my wings are falling off.
It's because you're all sweaty.
I know.
Because
just
trick
take it.
shot.
Oh!
So I promise you we
Velvet
tested
ring.
this. They stick. The next one is Woman in Gold with Helen Mirren.
don't know that one.
She
Helen
plays
Mirren's
a Jewish World War II survivor who's trying to recover family stolen items during the war. And he's the lawyer trying to get them back for her.
Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren. What else?
Chad!
Are you claiming to not know
Mirren is
who
like
Helen
a
Mirren is?
freaking.
Helen Mirren.
She's like a theatrical treasure.
Just get shocked.
They should
Geometry.
There's
remake.
more in there.
I'd much rather see Helen Mirren and
Red
and
4.
and Ryan Reynolds in a remake of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Next up is something called Mississippi Grind that looked awful, but it's about he's a gambler and they're going to New Orleans. It's
I think there
finding
should
yourself.
be more gambler movies because they're not enough.
Next up are two movies that are really similar. Selfless, which is about it's a sci-fi movie about
There you go. Lick it.
this guy's consciousness and put into a cadaver. And he plays a cadaver or whatever.
Sounds hot.
And then the next one is Criminal, and it's about the memories of a CIA agent put into a convict. So apparently, he just gets his consciousness put into different people this
Do you
year.
think he just accidentally showed up on set like, this is the same? They were like, yes, it is. Come on down, Ryan Reynolds.
I think they just shot one really long movie. And they're just like, hey, we got two here.
We've
This
got
didn't
enough
make any
here
sense.
to make two. We should
Fuck.
split that up.
Yeah. And that's it. Oh, and Criminal. No. That's
Here,
it.
hold this.
The
Let's
Captive
see
Criminal,
what we just did.
Selfless, Mississippi Grind, Woman in Gold, The Voice, and The Voices. So 6 movies.
Points!
I'm not
Kind
counting
of.
that. I'm sorry, I ran right over it. I didn't expect that to happen. Go ahead. So,
Why do you think he's in 6 fucking movies this year? That's a lot.
does that mean that there's trouble at home with him and Blake Lively? I mean,
That
or
means it's taken like 4 years for some of these movies to make it
That's-
to the light of day.
That's probably
Some of these
true.
are
I
probably
would say
were
that's-
done. Yeah, they were.
I actually
shot
think
in-
The Voices is one of those. Like, it's actually been done for a couple of years. It just, nobody put it
Yeah,
out.
just didn't make it.
which is weird because he's like a big star, even counting like Green Lantern, which was a huge.
Yeah. Well, Johnny Depp's still a big star, and he's had how many blockbuster busts in a
That's
row?
true. That's true.
yeah.
Maybe he just was like, guys, put all these out because I'm about to be a dad and I just need like a whole year to stay home with my kids.
That's what I assumed. That's what I
could be.
assumed it was.
I could see that.
Like he just didn't. He just needs a year and a half because the next one
Yeah.
he's going to do is Deadpool.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot.
That's gonna be huge.
He's
So they-
actually probably needs a bunch of time to get ready for Deadpool.
So
too.
Deadpool is for sure
so
then.
too.
Green light.
Deadpool
everything's
is
happening?
for sure. He's actually come out and said that. He's actually come out and said that Deadpool's script is one of the best scripts he's ever read.
Wow. All right.
He said that?
Apparently, there's a scene. It leaked online. It was quickly recovered. There's a scene in which a bad guy grabs a small child, holds a gun to her head. He doesn't know how to react, so he grabs another small child and puts the gun to her
If
head.
they're gonna do a real Deadpool,
Yeah.
then that makes
gotta-
sense.
Where it sits.
I don't know.
Gotta do it.
They're gonna have to do 2 versions. There'll be the R that you can watch in the theaters, and they'll have to be like an
NC-17,
unrated.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no one does NC-17. They'll have to do an unrated version.
Unrated, direct to digital.
And that's the one I want to buy, by the way.
It's your turn.
No, it isn't.
That would be insane.
Yeah, that will be the one that Heather Alsop will want. Will you?
Shout out to
Was
the
it
person I don't know.
Heather is
it
in love with Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds in that crappy, awful makeup job of
When they did-
that Wolverine
Ooh, right? I
movie?
don't.
Yes.
Was
Yeah,
it?
that was awful.
Yes.
I think that one. Yeah, that was.
Origins?
He
Origins?
did the
Wolverine, X-Men Origins.
X-Men Origins, because he played Deadpool without the mask.
right.
In
And he
the,
did a
in
great
the
job
one or two
as-
scenes. Yeah, he's got the attitude for reals.
So then he was the made-up character, and they didn't get some stunt man to do that for him.
Points!
Oh!
He was the makeup guy at the end.
That's bold. That's wanting to be Deadpool, to put up with that shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I've read multiple interviews over the course of the years where he's wanted to do Deadpool.
warmed that up for
Just
you.
nobody wanted to do the movie forever.
Everyone's scared of it, that's why.
You get a chocolate?
Which one do I get?
Whatever one you want.
Have you stuck a thing on the board yet? Oh,
want
you just
chocolate?
ate that.
I did before we started.
Oh, you did, that's true.
Remember? I did that. Hey, now everybody gets their crunching into a microphone.
Except for I don't have one.
All right. So, Ryan Reynolds. Now we're on to...
Wait. Ryan Reynolds. Do you think he's made a bunch of bad choices?
No. Other than Green Lantern.
I think he's been in some bad
Well, he married
movies.
Bud Lively. That was clearly a good decision.
I agree, that was a great decision.
Yeah.
But what other shitty movies has he been in?
No, I'm just asking the question. I mean, do you think... I mean, we haven't seen these movies.
R.I.P.D.
No, that wasn't terrible.
R.I.P.D. was bad because we'd already seen it
That's true.
as Men in Black. If we had not seen Men in Black, we would have thought it was a pretty decent movie. I'm just thinking, do those 4 movies, or whatever, how many movies you listed off, 1,000 movies, do those sound appealing to you
I don't know what that
guys?
is.
Ryan Reynolds sounds appealing to me.
Me too.
So that's what it comes down to. It's like Ryan Reynolds in it. It's fine. It's good. I would
these
see it.
movies, and I've taken a better look at it. The voices looks good.
I would do. Yeah, that sounds decent.
For
I agree.
people who like the heavier stuff, Woman in Gold looks good.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool to do
That's
that.
him wanting to be a
he's
real
such
actor.
Yeah, because he's such a comedian, and I always love it when he's funny as shit. Like my favorite one is still, what is the one with him and Anna Faris?
The way where he used to be a fat guy. Or
yeah,
That was
my god.
But that's. I mean, he's so good at comedy. I think back to like Val Kilmer, and I think for the early in Val Kilmer's career, he did Top Secret. He did fucking
Top
Real
Secret's so good.
Genius. I mean, he's just some
Real
funny
Genius.
shit. And then he ends up in some pretty.
Dark ass Sultans.
Yeah, I mean, which I'm sure fine. They're probably fine films, but from a, I mean, what's the probably what there was a stretch of films, Darkness. He comes back in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and you're like, oh yeah, we get back to like
Kiss,
that.
Bang Bang.
Yeah, that's one
It's
of my
back to
favorites.
Val
Funny
Kilmer being
and
Val Kilmer.
dark.
This is
Yeah,
so awesome,
yeah.
right? So is Ryan Reynolds going to go down the same road? I'm just theorizing. I'm just looking forward and going. Yeah.
Has anybody seen Safe House? Did anybody see Safe House with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I did. And it was good.
P.S. It was really fucking good. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was really good.
That was the one with.
Incorrect.
Who
I'm sorry, that's not.
who else was in that movie? That was with
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
And the guy from The Killing that's so awesome. Was the only reason to watch
that's
it.
true.
I
That guy's
don't watch
good.
it anymore, but that Swedish Norwegian guy,
Never watched
He was
it.
pretty cool.
he's badass. All right,
Nobody's shooting.
I just want to hold it. I want to shoot it.
All right, next up. Colorado made this little thing legal a while ago called marijuana.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
But the kids are all up in it.
I've heard the old folks are too.
What they've done is they made it legal and then they taxed it. Are you shooting at the camera now?
Shoot this. Wait.
Come on, try to get the camera.
Considering.
Do it.
Hold it really close to the lens. I wonder if that looks cool. I'll see the future chat. Let me
Do
know
it
if that
again.
looks
Do
cool.
it again.
And then the file corrupted. None of this is saved, so it doesn't
A
matter.
little closer to the lens. A little closer.
Now you're just shooting at my wife.
One more time. One more time. He's got one more bullet. One more round.
Mazel tov.
Look at that.
Anyway, they have taxes on it. It's illegal to sell in that country, in that state. They've made so much money from taxes and from tourism that they might have to give some of the taxed money back. Because
Let's move to Colorado, you guys. Yay!
they've made over $50 million in taxes in the past couple of years from this. And there's something in their state constitution that if they make a certain amount, it's considered over
Whoa.
tax.
Seriously?
And they're gonna have to give it back.
I want to know the circumstances.
Participation's great too.
I think it's working now.
You showed up.
You guys,
I'm pretty sure it's working. I can see things. Hello, internet. Are you there?
Am I on?
I was not on.
Am I on?
We're good. We're going.
Hey, guess what? Camera died.
I have one fucking job.
No.
Sorry, everybody.
You have so many jobs.
Hey, you know what we
guys,
can do?
you
We can
guys.
try to reenact what we just did for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, go. I think I was over here. No,
I
fuck
was
you. I was like right here.
with the gun. I had the gun.
And then-
the phone.
There was a thing.
We were like.
I was doing karate.
And I did a shooty thing. Shaboom! And we all went, oh!
I made out with Scarlett Johansson.
Well, you're never getting that 20 minutes back.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody can prove I didn't. But
So, we were talking about weed in
we were talking about weed in Colorado.
We're talking about how John Bruning is desperate to.
Be a douche.
Yeah, like.
Desperate
douchiness.
Desperate to find love from his parents that are dead.
I don't understand why Nebraska can't get on
ruining it.
board since they're making
I'm
so much
trying it.
money in Colorado. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about? See?
Part of that argument is null and void because a lot of the money they're getting is from tourism that would, of course, go away if every state had a certain amount of that would go away because every state would have the marijuana law. But
Well, yeah, you make a good point there. I mean, I guess the question, okay, they have a huge influx of tax money, right? But you got to then wonder, is the gross,
No, it's not
state
gross.
product or whatever, or is the state
fine.
itself making as much money as it was? Because too many people are high and not going to work. Is that a thing?
I
They
think
still do drug testing. You can't just like smoke pot
Yeah.
Oh, and go to work.
regardless and go to
Okay.
work.
I
Yeah.
got you.
More interesting though. You're nicer than your cousin.
It's like there's way more fast food jobs now.
See, there should be way more fast food jobs.
Is that on?
Right down in my
That's a
cleavage.
good
What's that?
But there we go. There we go.
I
What do
love
you
that
think
you're
we're doing
you're
right
so
now?
horrified by that.
All right.
So cute.
Here we go. And
Shot yourself. No, we were already going.
Oh, okay.
That was all in.
All right, that's good. We don't
But,
have all day. I got places to be, things to do.
Oh.
Do you?
No, I'm. Yeah, whatever.
The
Whoa!
That's stuck to the heart.
That almost stuck to
Nobody
the
can
heart.
see that, but it's stuck to the heart on the wall. Why did you? Okay, never mind.
see that.
The yeah, I don't think. I think it's gonna only matter. How long do you think it'll be until states just start to until it starts becoming a rolling ball?
3 years. 3 years.
I
Nebraska will
think-
be the last one.
I don't think it'll be
12 years. It'd be 12 years because
it will
enough more people have to die that are currently in the legislatures, so that cool stuff can happen. Old
have to
people
die.
need to die. Now,
Jesus, and you call me.
I'm not advocating. I'm not advocating
I'm
the
pretty
death
sure.
of state legislature
I am.
people. Politicians. I mean, you're electing them. It's your own fucking fault.
Oh, moving target there.
Don't kill any. I'm just digging the hole deeper and deeper.
Damn.
Can somebody take over this?
This
shit
is
right
the
now?
beginning of the Red Jennies from Dragon Age. I've been playing a lot of Dragon's Age Inquisition, and they have like this group of people called the Red Jennies.
Is this video
that are
admissible?
just-
I don't want to be a part of it.
that are just a
Blur my
random
face
collection
out.
of people that fuck with nobles in the universe. So let's do
I
that.
could totally be that.
Let's do that.
Do that. All right, cool.
They kill a lot of people.
I
Though.
want to do that. I want to do it.
Their jobs are in. Oh.
Take this away from me.
Here's the
Too
thing:
much
if
fun.
weed
There's
was
so many darts on the
legal
ground.
in Nebraska, I still don't think I would smoke weed a whole bunch.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, I never liked myself high.
Oh, I
Because
didn't.
I
was
just
gonna
sit
say
back and I
didn't
look at my fingers and go like,
I was gonna say I don't like you either.
Oh.
so it's
That
almost,
does stick to that.
It doesn't.
It was that was barely a stick to
doesn't.
that.
They count so.
But it should happen. It's just, I mean, it's no worse than alcohol. Alcohol probably is worse. quite
Wild.
honestly.
Alcohol's the gateway drug, yo.
You know, and
This
I'm,
is
yeah, I mean,
gangster. You gotta go
how
gangster.
many heroin
Oh, I
users
should have gone gangster.
can honestly say they started heroin because they had smoked weed. Probably all of them. But that's not my point. That is not my point.
Wait, take that shovel away from Chad. He's seriously just digging a hole.
Listen, since we're already doing giant blank spots in this, can you just cut that line out?
Yeah, this is gone.
Oh my God.
I love you, buddy.
Oh, man.
Okay, next topic. Last topic.
Because pot's bad.
Just
Pot is bad.
what he said.
ABC this summer is bringing back a show that has been canceled for 12 years from Comedy Central. Chad, guess which one it is? We haven't had this already.
Junkyard Wars. No, wait.
Junkyard Wars.
No, that was-
Oscar the Grouch.
You're telling the same jokes over again.
I will say this as many times as I need to get this show on the air. Oscar the Grouch.
Rock'em sock'em robots. I'm close.
I had this Battlebots.
Battlebots.
Battlebots. The show Battlebots, which I fucking love.
Yes, it was. It's awesome.
We had no idea what this was.
Oh.
No, the first time we
The
guessed,
first
nobody
time was
figured it out.
Yeah,
way better.
nobody knew what it was.
Just more of a shadow of what happened before.
Like a really kind of pale.
Yeah, like, you know,
Are
if
you
someone
wrong?
was describing a cool TV show
Scenario.
to you, that's what it's trying to be like right now.
Except we got
Put this on.
obscure.
Next thing, I'm just gonna yell into mics.
Well, why don't you take it then? He's gonna pick me up.
Yeah, it's like,
God, I'm gonna
Mike gets picked up on everybody else's microphone, so we're good.
Like every
Yes.
time.
Like,
reverse Jordy.
He's a dude. She's a dude.
There, dude. That's where I'll do it. Say
I'm a
it.
dude. He's a dude.
that didn't happen.
I
In the first take.
When I hear dude, I just watched basketball the other day.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
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 I didn't see it like that.
Classic.
Basketball is a fantastic movie, by the way. Okay, so BattleBots, coming back to ABC. BattleBots, for those who don't remember, it was sort of armored RC cars with crazy-ass weapons fucking on it, like chainsaws and shit, fighting in a ring that also could kill you.
Exactly.
Take it as your best orgasm you ever had times 10, and this is the show. This is the show.
Wow, you've had really bad orgasms.
That's, I don't know.
I'm a very sad person.
I can't get behind that.
I can get behind that.
And
It's genetic.
they're related.
They're going to be putting a greater emphasis this time around on the design and build process of the robots, the builder backstories, basically the teams behind it, the pursuit of the championship. Basically, they're putting a reality TV show because they have to put the ABC bullshit spin on it. Do you think? Here's a legitimate question we didn't have last time.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Every time ABC or anything like that picks up NBC, these vanilla network TV picks something, they put one of these spins on it. Do you think they're ever going to figure out that it's just generic and dumb, and they lose probably more viewers than they could have gotten?
They don't.
No.
Are you talking about
Here's
Gotham?
the thing is,
You must be
vanilla-
talking about Gotham.
Vanilla is the favorite ice cream flavor across the nation. So it
Yeah.
follows that vanilla is the favorite.
Is it because
Think
old
so.
people like vanilla?
Old people, do you like vanilla?
I don't know. BattleBots is an old
Please
person
call
thing.
in or post.
Everybody
comments
will
below.
eat vanilla, and that's the thing.
That is true. You know, if you have no other choice, if they're like, do you want water or vanilla ice cream for dessert?
I am lactose intolerant.
They must be talking about Gotham. I'm so upset with that show. I watched like the first 3 episodes, and then I was like, it sounded cool,
Yes,
but it wasn't.
it wasn't cool at all. It had Donald Logue in it.
I love Donald Logue.
Donald Logue is awesome.
I kind of have a man crush on Donald Logue.
We've had
and
this discussion
Dorothy's known
on
this
the
for a
show
while.
before.
It's like they went in, they ripped the guts out of Donald Logue, then they just put his skin on someone else's body, and then they pushed
And
it
then
down
he put
on
his
the
skin
stage.
inside of another skin, deep fat fried that, threw some ranch on the side, served it at Chili's.
Yum.
I set that up.
Gotham,
And
a
that's
sore
what
subject
I'm
at Drunk Industries.
Durnk Industries!
Durnk!
Son of a... Alright,
Okay.
I'm back. Okay, they're going to do 4 weight classes this time around. A lightweight class at 60 pounds, a middleweight class at 120 pounds, heavyweight class at 220 pounds, and super heavyweight at 340 pounds.
340 pounds, that's fucking big.
large.
That's big.
That's like
Honestly, it's going to be just like MMA. You're really only going to wait until what you can see the super heavyweight.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what it comes down
That's
to.
true.
Lightweight, sure, it's interesting, but you want to see those big fatties punch each other in the face.
It's kind of like Robot Chickens, like the worst like throwdowns you've ever seen, where it's just like what I want to see is heavyweight versus the lightweight.
Here's
You just broke me.
the heavyweight's just a dump truck
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
like an RC car. Oh yeah, that was close.
That's like Jet Li versus Dolph Lundgren in one of those Expendables movies.
Oh god!
Oh my
You know
God.
what would be a good one at the 340? It's just one tank track, and it's all 340 pounds, so it just rolls over the top and tries to get him with the weight.
How much can you kill?
What do you think? I just thought of this. What do you think like the lightweight weapons will be? Because they're not going to be able to do like the heavy axes and the spinning blades and shit, right?
Will they do like a release of like your classic like oil spray or like ball bearing? Or like
Every robot's the Knight Rider car.
little tiny like
Is Macaulay Culkin designing robots for the show?
little tiny needle
A paint
like
can comes out and
yes.
smacks one in the face.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man.
I mean,
You make a good point. I mean, we're talking about little tiny baby robots.
Little tiny.
So
You know what I think it'd be?
nanotechnology.
Well, I just thought of a little one. You could probably do as a little one. Basically, you just hide like that. What you kill pigs with, that little No Country for Old Men, that little.
yeah, those are little guns.
You just hide that in like the front of it, and then you run into people and just jam it out real quick and see if you can get them. That probably wouldn't require a whole lot
That's
of weight,
a
would
lot
it?
like what is it in Empire, right? When they're fighting the walking robots, right?
Yes, and they
With
do the
little
thing
tiny,
around
and
there.
you just have like a lasso, and you're like catching it, and then they fall.
There was another robot.
Little
on
guys
BattleBots.
try harder.
There's another robot on BattleBots that had it had like a flail for a tail. Do you remember this? It was just like a a weighted spike thing on his tail, and then it would just spin really fast when it got near someone, and it would just try to fuck him up by spinning in a circle.
You gotta take. I mean, if you took some of these little like robot warriors and you made them like big people size, right? That'd be some fucked up shit to
The
throw.
little
at a
ones would kill you.
I know. I mean, that's the thing. If you like upscaled that one that had weights and then just spun around the
You would
top
kill
and just
people.
smacked it, you just walk that right through a line of soldiers and just it'd be blood everywhere. It'd be gross.
There's not a whole lot
Horrible.
of soldiers in modern warfare, though.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's true.
We did talk about this earlier. The thing I want to see is the flight class where they do like drones.
Drone.
What's a
Drone.
drone weapon you'd want to see?
That would be freaking.
What's a drone?
Flamethrower? Come on, really?
Flamethrower.
Would that do anything?
Fucking A, that'd be just me. I don't give a shit. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Drone coming down, flame coming.
Shut your fucking
Oh!
mouth.
I'm down with that. That'd be awesome.
Shut your mouth.
That would be great. I also want to see
I
like
think-
some kind of a small explosive device that are like dropped like.
Yes.
So the whole point is to try to get above it. Your opponent somehow.
Yeah.
Blow up in midair, throw shrapnel out like little tiny nails
I
and
want
shit.
to see drones just jostling around up and
Yes.
together.
Just bumping
I
against
think you make it with just like a bunch of like wires hanging off the sides, and then you just try to catch one in the propellers of another one.
Yeah.
And try to take it down that
Well,
side.
yeah,
Because
I
that
mean,
like saves on weight and
That's
stuff
the
too.
smart thing to do, but not nearly as cool looking.
Just like,
come on.
you made them like chains or something
Yeah,
like that, and try
yeah.
to wrap them in there.
What about those drone swarms that carry like nets and then
Oh,
capture
nice.
other drones and then they take them down and crush them?
Oh, he's got a net gun? He just shoots up and you get like two shots and that's it. And then
I love it.
if you don't do that, you just gotta run into him and hope he wins.
You know, somebody's got to be thinking that shit up right now.
They're already building them.
They gotta be doing
If the
that shit.
show's coming out this summer, shit, wouldn't they be doing the tournaments right now?
You know what else I want to see is a reality show with that DARPA running
Oh,
robot
fuck yeah, that little
like
horse
chasing
safety-
down
Oh.
people, like in a.
You know what? That thing was
Sorry.
wait, that thing was 270 pounds. Technically, it could be in the super heavyweight class. Battlebots.
They could just stomp on shit.
Dude, you just put a ram on the front. You just have to run into him.
Make it all cool looking like a spiral
Yes,
ram,
like-
like so it looks like
Narwhal, like a narwhal.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Or just kill a narwhal.
It
put
should
the
be
water in it.
like a high can go seek, and the people have to hide, and it has a paint gun, and when it sees them, it shoots them with a paint gun.
Yes.
And then they're, quote, dead.
Like that. That would bring us back around to sort of a weird kind of Terminator.
That's why they are building those fucking,
down
cheetah bots.
I would
They're just
love
going to
that.
put an AK-47 in one of those things and run it into the crowd.
It's going to be terrible. So there's that, I guess.
Love that.
Yep.
Well,
Battlebots.
it's kind of
training future murder in the Middle East.
It's kind of interesting how excited we got over shit like destroying other shit.
Yeah.
We got really excited about that.
America. Again, it comes out this summer. No set date for when the release is. Super excited for it. Indie picks. Let's move on to that.
Indie picks.
Your
yes.
indie pick was.
I have an indie pick, and that is that Funny or Die has released a bunch of footage of
right.
Jean-Claude Van Damme on green screen.
Yes.
So that you can create your own Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Okay, go out to funnyordie.com and look that shit up. What I would really love to do is take all that footage and put him in a supermarket, and he went in to buy tampons.
I like that.
And then, chaos ensues. Obviously.
I have a similar idea that was inspired by you. He's shopping with his girlfriend. They're getting clothes, but they know what they're getting. So every time somebody comes out to help them, he just
he's got a katana in a set of stuff. He's got a machine gun in another set of stuff. I mean, download it in high def. It's very nice green screen work. It really is. I don't know. Give it a try. I might put it in. I'll put it in a TV spot. We'll see if I can get one of my clients to bite on that shit.
Some of this.
Wait, have him right here, right now.
Oh no!
Jean-Claude, no!
What are you doing
Jean-Claude
here?
Van Damme, bitches. What did you have?
You know what sucks that they took off Netflix? JCVD. Did you ever watch JCVD?
I did not watch the whole thing.
I loved
did
it.
watch a portion of it.
I really liked it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the beginning, so I quit watching it.
It was like a super real. It was a movie he wrote and directed.
Oh yes, I do
which
know.
He played
I wanted
himself.
to see that. Yeah.
And it's there's a few super avant-garde scenes that he has a monologue directly at the camera, and they lift the chair he's sitting in up above the lights in the set, and the camera moves with him. Just because
so artsy.
he pops out of character because he plays himself, but he pops out of the movie for a bit to explain that he's just a dude. He's an older gentleman. He doesn't he's not all that stuff anymore. But
I lied about my martial arts qualifications.
He really didn't. He's really good.
I was in a movie called yeah. Oh man, I could go on and on. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sean.
And mine was Mix It with Missa. It's a YouTube page. I don't know if that's particularly the URL off the top of my head, but it's basically she does some alcoholic, mostly non-fictional drinks from fiction, like the tea from Harry Potter and
blood of Christ.
Huh? What did you say?
The blood of Christ.
Oh my God!
As our father refers to it, that book of fairy tales.
There you go. There you go.
No, she's great. Very new. Just there's a bunch of videos up, but she hasn't been doing it for too long, less than a year, I think. So.
Well, we should try some of those sometime and drink them here.
We totally
I'd be all about it.
Is there a holiday that has something to do with drinking things? Well, I think there is.
It's called America.
St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo.
There you go.
We're also in Nebraska. It's like Tuesday.
True, yeah, that's a good point. All right, take it.
New Year's Eve, mostly.
Now let's move on to the last thing we do of every week.
Oh, right.
Yes. Something we like to call
the hypothetical of the week.
What am I supposed to do here?
You guys are going to laugh when you see Josh.
What am I supposed to do here?
You're going to laugh when you see Josh's part. It was great.
You lightheaded?
Live Distracted Gaming Podcast! No, okay.
We've gone back in time.
The hypothetical this week is Battlebots. Yes. Battlebots is coming back, so we all have to design a Battlebot, including the one off screen. But it has to be, because this is Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
it has to be holiday themed. So my example is it's for the super heavyweight class. We're all gonna do that because we ain't bitches.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
That's the one everyone wants to watch anyway.
Well, yeah.
The super heavyweight. Mine is Easter themed. It's just a giant cube with extra armor, a couple of like bunny ears on the top from like the dollar store, made of like, I assume they're made of like paper mache or something like that.
Those shitty plastic ones that you can buy.
Yes,
Yeah.
and out the back of the bottom, multicolored grenades or shit. Just shit on.
Or laid, if you can kind of see the holiday that's happening.
Yes, and basically what you try to do is you try to get your opponent behind you or just anywhere within the blast radius. And because you have extra armor, they blow up, not you. That's
There
my
you
plan.
go. Wow.
Yeah,
That's good. And the name of this robot?
It's called the Feaster Bunny. What? I just came up with that. I didn't
That's
have one
good.
coming.
I like it. It's good. Feaster Bunny. I totally get it, kind of. I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Originally, I had come up with one that had something to do with President's Day, and then we all talked about weird shit that could happen there. But I'm going to change my answer.
Okay.
I'm going to change my answer to something based on. Fuck.
Valentine's Day. You said fuck.
Okay, Valentine's Day. It's based on Valentine's Day because this is our very special Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah.
And it is a heart-shaped mechanical bottom on tracks, painted red, and it oozes out.
I'm not picturing it.
It's too real for me.
It oozes
I
out a
cannot-
red pigmented oil-based substance that's highly flammable.
Okay.
It's called the Menses.
And it's called... I took that shit right out of my mouth! Man!
What is that woman eating that it's flammable?
So many questions should be left unsaid.
Generally, the liquid isn't flammable, but the personality is.
Right.
So.
And it goes forward, the pointy end of the heart is like this way, and then the butt-shaped
How does
portion
the
is the
track
back
go
of it.
over that?
and
That's
it's
the
like-
part I'm not.
And the track is underneath it, and it's going for, and it's like so it can 360 real easy and like create like a round thing of red goo that can then be lit on fire through sparks that it throws.
Okay.
There's a lot of elements going on here.
This
There's
is
just a whole
complicated,
lot.
people. Okay, so the sparks fly and it bursts into flames, and it has a trail of stuff, and it goes all over, and stuff starts burning.
And then there's a
Generally,
pudding
when
pop,
you-
and then
Generally, when you make a robot, you don't want it to leak anything.
Wow,
I'm not an engineer, okay? I'm not an engineer.
You're
I'm
also,
just
not
saying.
you're also not a feminist based on this.
I want to talk about my robot.
Okay, you're a robot. It's a woman that smacks the shit out of you.
My robot will celebrate the holiday of Shark Week.
God, it's a great holiday. I love that holiday. It's like
It's
my.
got jaws that bite and tear, and it's got eyes like doll's eyes on the side.
It roared back
I don't know if the robot needs doll's eyes.
dark-eyed dead eyes like doll's eyes.
Like that, little eyes. Like that.
It just scares the
It's
crap out of every
It's a
robot
chopper.
that's
And
coming
then it's
towards
got
it.
loser fat, and its tail smacks.
I don't think robots have fear, but I think if robots do have fear,
I'll
we
kill
need
that
a
robot
problem.
for you.
We got a
It ain't
problem.
gonna be easy. It's gonna cost more than that 5,000 you're offering. Let's make it 10. And I'll bring you his head.
How about 15,000 pesos?
It's like $4. You know.
You're gonna need a bigger screwdriver.
Bringing it home. Boom.
All right.
Joshua?
Originally mine was Arbor Day, but I'm gonna change mine to a paper mache turkey.
Yes!
Paper mache turkey. Listen here, it's simple.
It's light.
He drops swords and knives and gives them to the other robots. Then he takes them back and kills them all with a disease. End of it. Thanksgiving bot. Thanksgiving bot.
Kills them all with a disease.
What disease do the robots
I
catch?
don't know more about that.
Some sort of venereal disease, I don't know.
Venereal.
At first I thought he was
The
going.
robots are catching venereal
Diseases.
diseases.
At first I thought he was going with Columbus
This is
Day.
a very...
Just in general, right?
Columbus Day is when you don't show up with your own robot and just claim other robots.
That's my robot.
Dibs.
That's my robot.
Dibs.
You just throw a sticker on it and it's yours now.
Just hand out blankets.
Will the robots
Your robot have a blanket.
A small pox blanket.
Yeah. Like, will it be a long?
This sucks. Now we have to put robot reproductive organs on all of our robots.
This is a very sophisticated process. This better be done by next summer.
Okay,
My robot will be a robot hermaphrodite, by the way. There will be a fleshlight and a dildo in that.
There's a big whipping around, windmill style.
I can't even. So,
All right, Dorothy, what's yours?
no, I already said mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Fucking
did.
shark.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we got
got
it all,
You
man.
got one?
I'm not saying mine again.
Oh.
Really good. You guys missed out. So too bad.
Segregation bot will live to see another day.
Tranquilizer robot.
Oh. Yeah, that was great. Hey!
Hey.
Bye! Remember, have fun, hang out with your friends, look up cool stuff, have fun! Bye!
Thank you for joining us on a very special Valentine's Day episode. We will see. I gotta turn shit off now.
Bleh.
For the second time, I'm turning stuff off.
To be fair, Chad, before it turned itself off.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. I had to try much less hard that time.
This is the first time you're turning anything off.
It is true.
You know what you haven't turned off, though?
What?
Me, buddy.
That's right.
Oh,
Turned on like a motherfucker.
It's all kinds of love.
the love is still.
So hard.
Oh my god.
Wow, I don't know.
Joshua is
exactly what your
still
brother's-
posing for the camera.
The camera's off,
That is at
dude.
black right now. This is actually the end credits.
No,
All of that you just did isn't on
it
camera.
doesn't
right
matter
now.
anymore.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter anymore.
Performance art.
I'm gonna beat you with
Performance
your
art.
shoe.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Sage loves this shoe.
You suck. I want to fuck things.